You're tuned in to the Starting Five podcast. I'm your man, E Trainair. Of course, you can call me Trip for short. And as always, you can hit me up on Instagram and X at E_trillionaire. Don't forget to listen to the Starting Five podcast wherever you get podcasts. I mean, be Apple and Spotify. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can comment, you can hit thumbs up, thumbs down. It's your choice. Just engage with us. And so we are here. This is a start of 3 today. So we'll take the Grammy on behalf of our other players here. But I'm gonna kick it to my left. So shout out to X, Last of Dime X, and Justo Starting Five.
For sure. Welcome back to the Starting Five podcast. J Supreme here. I'm joined 3 on IG. This is season 4, episode 10. Welcome back, man. Shout out to the cast. Shout out to Coach Ack. Welcome, man. Welcome to the city, man. Let's get it. The NBA Finals is over, and we are officially focused on football season. Shout out to the Guardians, though. I'm gonna pass it to my left.
Oh, my bad. You already know what it is.
Stop out the haters.
Jonathan Cinco Hardy on the book. At SuperJohn on X/Twitter and Instagram. You already know what to do, man. Leave your likes, your dislikes, your questions, your suggestions, and keep giving us that feedback, man, because we need that. And again, I'm off another week. I got time, man. Hit us up in the comments. I got time. If you want to argue, I can do that all night now. Twitter fingers.
He gonna be nicknamed Lionel Richie this week. He'll do it all night.
It's officially summer, man.
Yo, so
yes, sir.
We'll start the show off with the fast break segment. Just news and notes around the sports landscape, and looks like the finals are over, but basketball is never over because now the second season of the NBA jump starts with the NBA draft tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that to see where Bronny James goes, because these other players, I don't know who the hell they are.
Frenchies.
I'm sorry, a lot of foreign players, collegiate players, who don't jump off the page at you. I'm quite sure they're all good players and fine young men, but not enough R&D has been done to find out who these individuals are. But
when I seen the little camera roll, you know how they do the camera roll, all the guys in their suits and all that.
All the classes.
The only dude I knew was Rob Dillingham. Rod Dillingham.
And
that's the only dude I recognize. Okay, I know him.
Not got picked yet in the top 7. So there's room. There's still time. But the New York Knickerbockers have been wheeling and dealing in the past 24 hours. Let's just say they virtually. Okay, so the Nets trade small forward Mikal Bridges. So the Villanova Knicks, I guess you can call them, are in place now.
The New York Wildcats, however you want to do it.
However you want to put it, right? Big East all the way. And the Nets get back 5 first-round draft picks.
Wow, is crazy.
Pick swaps, things of that nature. What?
And they got Bobby, didn't they?
And they got Bodan Bogdanovic, love saying that name, in the deal as well. So when I heard that last night, I'm like, well, damn, what else did the Knicks get? And they got nothing. Mikal Bridges is a very, very fine basketball player. I think last year he averaged right around 19 points per game. He's an elite NBA defender, very athletic player. But as the Nets, I guess, found out, he's not number 1. Probably more of a 3 type player, maybe 2-3 on a good team, right? Well, he was 3 in Phoenix, so let's just say that's where his alleged ceiling is.
He can get to 2.
He can get to 2.
He can be a 2 on certain nights.
Okay.
But 1 is definitely a stretch.
Does that command 5 first-round draft picks? That type of player?
I guess in this, I guess they just really trying to hit home runs on the chemistry that these young men have from their college days. Because I don't get it.
It's not college basketball.
I don't get it. Like
I'm not shooken up. Like, oh shit, here come the Knicks.
Well, I listened to quite a bit of sports radio today, and they are shot right up to being ultimate contenders in the Eastern Conference with
Hey,
this
it's
move.
a great story for New York, man. New York media, national media go crazy. They go crazy.
I don't see it.
You picking the Knicks over the Boston Celtics because of this move? And they the frauds to you.
They are.
And he still said, so that's very telling.
Only because, from what I witnessed, what Boston does perimeter defensively. So they match up with them.
Yeah, for sure.
So the difference is going to be
Nothing.
maybe the unicorn if healthy. So they really don't have no matchup for him.
Because then y'all best defensive asset, Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein ain't at the rim no
Not
more.
the rim no more.
They can't put Jew.
Well, we're gonna talk about him because I don't know if he fits.
If it's room, yeah.
So we may as well just throw it up on the table. So in addition to acquiring Bridges, the Knicks also re-up on OG Anunoby, who they traded for mid-season this past season. He signs a 5-year, $212 million. Is OG Anunoby max?
Listen, bruh, that shit blew my muffin cap. I was talking about cars when that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, bruh, OG for 212. Like, I know it's superstars looking at that. Like, I wish y'all would come to me underneath that number.
Who was I talking about? Oh, Scotty Barnes ass getting what?
He
got
getting a rookie, but he on a rookie max. So I mean, I'm not gonna blame the Raptors for re-signing him for that. I mean, it's a rookie max deal. So what was they supposed to do?
Yeah.
What else they got?
What else they gonna
Pascal,
pay,
OG gone.
So 14.1 million. I mean, 14.
Gotta pay somebody, right? E?
14 points per game was his totals last year. 15 points with the Raptors, so about 15 points per game. So he's not an elite scorer. He's elite defensively.
I'm not paying you $200 million.
He got a good stroke. He shot around 48, 49%, 37% from three, 39% with the Knicks, so he's very, very good there from three.
3 and D. That's what 3 and D is getting these days.
And he gave about 4 rebounds and assists and a half. Is that so? To me, that's not max. Maybe 130, 140, 150 million, somewhere where Jordan Poole got a few years ago as being a role player, very good role player with the Golden State Warriors in that system. But 212?
This just remind me of what the fucking Jazz gave fucking Rudy. Like, this shit makes no sense to me. Y'all just, and to your point, EB always said you gotta pay somebody, but this is how you end up in salary cap hell. Cause you just start throwing money at people that don't deserve this shit.
And they've been there before.
Multiple times.
They live there.
Right.
So they got a permanent residence there.
So I know
they might as well just own the land. Like,
yeah.
Jalen Brunson is seething because he only got 104,
yeah.
105 2 years ago.
And I didn't carry y'all on my back for 2 years in a row, and y'all ain't read up shit.
So what he getting next year?
Man, that's what I'm saying.
The Brinks truck.
He better get 3.
That's what I'm saying.
You better get 3, and
then Josh Hart, who I feel do more than OG. What you think Josh Hart gonna come to the table asking for?
I need at least 212. He gonna be, I need at least 212.
So you about to pay Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and OG gonna be your top 3 hitters? That's
$1 billion. You gonna pay 3 niggas $1 billion?
Billy.
Again, to High Point, that don't scare me, cuz that's a GM's worst nightmare right there.
Hey, so
what?
So now, okay. So let's just think about this real quick, right? So you got
Let's think about it.
who's just defense? Jalen at the 1. DiVincenzo. If you paying him 212, he gotta start. At the 4. Yeah, obviously gonna start Michael Bridges and Hartenstein, and probably Mitchell Robinson. Where's Julian Rondo fit into this equation? Because I'm not paying somebody $212 million.
Right, you just paid somebody $212. You just traded your whole future away for another one. So both of them are your starting. Them in your starting rotation.
I mean, he don't fit in with the Villanova Knicks, man.
He don't.
The Villanova
he a
Knicks
Wildcat, but he went to Kentucky.
He went to Kentucky. He the other Wildcat. So I'm just looking at their roster. I'm like, okay, what are you doing?
I guess they seen Boston and I guess they trying to copycat leagues. So I guess they trying to put something together to go up against Boston.
Boston got good camaraderie chemistry, so maybe they trying to take that angle and getting the Villanova guys.
But we know that the difference with the Celtics, aka the frauds. I'll take the frauds off the champions.
The champs.
So they're champs.
Gotta
I'm
put
gonna
some
show them
respect on
respect.
that
I'm gonna
name.
give them some respect. So with that being said, though, we know that Brown and Tatum are all-star caliber players.
Yeah.
Is Anunoby and Mikal Bridges all-star caliber players?
Jalen Brunson is.
Like
Jalen Brunson is.
like in many people's eyes, Tatum is brink MVP level.
Mm-hmm.
And now obviously Jalen Brown
Brown.
is too in terms of playing in the playoffs and in the finals. He's elite in the playoffs. And Brunson literally carried this team all last season. I mean, they got good contributions from Josh Hart. He was out there grabbing 18 rebounds in some games. Even Chuzo was shooting the lights. I didn't know he was that good of a shooter. Hardstyle hustle. So they got a good deep roster, but is this overkill?
Yes, sir.
Is my question.
I think it definitely is.
So we have to see it on the court. Okay, so let's look at the landscape of the league, right? Who can use the services of a Julius Randle? Because obviously the New York Knicks are thinking that they probably don't. It hasn't been mentioned yet. No sources have come out and say, "Oh, the Knicks are interested in moving Julius Randle."
Zach Edey.
But he's got to be pissed.
He just went where?
To the Grizzlies. And But
I would think that he's on the trading block.
who could use you? It depends on.
I mean, I like to
You gotta go to a contenders.
to your point earlier. I would take him on the Cavs, but I don't think we need to give up either one of our bigs to get him.
You probably don't have to.
That's what I'm saying. And
But-
then he can actually shoot. So
The only thing about the Cavaliers, and they're gonna have to probably wind up trading one of their players because they don't have any draft capital.
Yeah, to get you Randall, we're gonna have to get one of them bigs.
Other than second round picks probably, but they got no picks and swaps with the Jazz for the Mitchell deal.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give up J.A. or Ed.
Dean,
Nobody wants Dean Wade, bro.
he's the Porzingis stopper. I just made that up.
Bro, that sounds terrible. I would not want that to be my nickname.
Now let's keep in mind, Julius Randle, when healthy last year, was 24 points, 9 rebounds a game. Strong player.
He was having one of his best years.
So what made them think that this is what they needed to do?
I'm telling you, watching Boston and watching the way they team play after Drew Randall went down, they felt like, okay, maybe if we get another wing and we formulate our team that way, maybe they keep Drew Randall and move him to the 5, and they play small and get rid of one of the bigs, or keep him. I mean, but like I said, or just move. Like I said, keep all of them and slide Drew Randall to the 5, and they just play small, which I don't think will help them because one of their foes in the East in their same division has a 7-3 monster.
A behemoth.
named Joel.
And then, some big tall suburban and, a Frenchman down in Texas might have something to say about that.
Yes. Not to mention, saying the Greek Freak gonna come to town a few times a week, a year. Not to mention, potential playoffs. So I mean, I don't know. I guess this is a good problem to have if you a New York Knickerbocker fan, because they got a lot of depth at the 3. And 4 technically. I mean, these
In
players
today's game, yeah.
are pretty versatile. The way it's constructed. So on a sneak tip, the OKC Thunder traded Josh Giddey for to Chicago Bulls for Alex Caruso, and sources said that I guess the Thunder saw how good Jalen Williams is, and pretty much wanted to install him to the starting lineup. They asked Josh Giddey will he be a sixth man. I guess he had an issue with that, and they moved him immediately.
Hey, get
That's
down
where-
and lay down.
That's
Lay
where,
down
love,
and
that's where
down.
love goes.
And now you play for the Wolves.
And
quick.
so he just got traded to NBA Purgatory because that team,
Is they don't know where they don't know they left from their right foot right now.
they don't have no direction.
None.
Long way away from Jordan and D Rose.
Yeah. About 30 years.
Light years.
Almost they working about 30.
Hey,
So, but what kind of player is Josh Giddey? Like, I mean, especially without seeing him in the Thunder uniform. Like, what are the Bulls getting?
Josh Giddey, like, he's nothing to write home about.
Let's check out Josh's numbers from this past season.
He's solid.
yeah, man.
He get you 12 points.
He's
It's
solid.
not gonna move the
47.
needle.
Yeah, if not
for nobody.
moving the needle.
Not
for
a
shit.
great 3-point shooter, only 33%. He'll get you 6 boards and about 5 assists a game. He's just one of those role guys, one of those glue guys.
Yeah, that's it. It's nothing.
I mean, maybe he can elevate his game out there in Chicago because it ain't
You got opportunity.
real spacious out there. You know what I mean?
so for what? To move his game to do what?
I mean, numbers wise, I mean, they ain't winning shit out there. Maybe he can show us some shit we ain't seen.
I guess.
I doubt it. Like, I'm not.
He doesn't knock my socks off. No homo.
Nah,
Yeah, my socks are staying put.
he's a pretty
He's solid.
solid. He's a solid player.
Solid NBA basketball player.
Yeah.
That's about all you. Yeah.
Because they got
He's not super good on fucking defense. Like
no, he's not quick. He's
At
not
all.
athletic. I mean, they got to figure out what they're gonna do with Zach LaVine. I mean, they got that albatross of a contract that I'm quite sure they want to move up off of.
I think it's a good
And what's
trade
up with
for
the,
OKC, though.
with Lonzo Ball? Like, I mean, it's so many questions in Chicago.
yeah, it's just.
I mean, I think Caruso was definitely a glue guy. I mean, I think they got a steal.
Yeah, the OKC
6-7
definitely
guards,
just got
play
better.
D.
OKC definitely.
I think it
just got
definitely
better.
makes them tougher too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Something they needed.
somebody won a championship, you know the way. So you can.
He
help.
definitely has a different type of mentality than Josh.
If they had, excuse me.
Got it.
Yeah, excuse me. If they had Caruso, they beating Dallas.
Yeah, because he can pick up 94 against the I want to call it the
Elite
Frenchman.
scores there.
Against Doncic. So that was an interesting deal. That was a little sneak diss.
Yeah, it's a lot of stealing out here going on in the NBA. Nets got a steal. OKC just stole some. Just stole a player.
Some merchandise.
So this is not sexy, but Wizards trade Donny Avia to the Blazers for Brogdon, and the Nets re-up on Nick Claxton for 4 years, $100 million.
I know Justo loves that.
And then the Heat did the
That's
same
his
thing
guy.
with Bam Adebayo, as
Speedy
Kendrick
Claxton.
Perkins says, for $166 million.
Like how Bam not getting 200 and OG getting 200?
I think
Well, that makes
I think
sense.
Bam had already maxed, so this is just an extend. So I think he probably had 2 years left on his previous
Okay.
deal.
Yeah,
Not-
and he
so he'll
just
be
do
there
it.
5 more years.
Got it.
So he just extended his previous contract.
Needed
So-
that context.
So Bam definitely getting paid.
Because if Bam ain't getting 200. And
Yeah, I think Bam got paid after the finals, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one?
The
Last year.
the year before, the
the
one
most
against the
recent.
Lakers, the bubble.
Yeah, the most
I think
recent.
that's when he got extended. The first time. So,
Oh, the first, okay.
so did Bronny James get picked yet?
No.
Not yet. All right. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That's what everybody keeps saying. Yeah. So NBA second season has begun. Let me check this real quick. Make sure there's nothing to write about here. Okay. Yeah. So
Rob went to the Spurs.
I love it.
I'm looking like.
I love that.
And they got that point guard from UConn.
The Spurs.
So let's go ahead and just get into the nitty gritty here. Well, before we get there, we can talk about this real quick. So, because we don't really talk a lot of Major League Baseball on the show, but
Dom not here, so we good.
we can talk about it today. So the Cleveland Guardians, no longer the Cleveland Indians, are the best team in baseball by record. And this team is really surprising the hell out of me because they're starting pitching and really nothing to write home about. Their bullpen has been stellar. And Jose is an MVP candidate, man. And they the best team in Major League Baseball by record, man. They done won 7 straight. This is what they doing tonight.
We lost tonight to the Orioles 4-2.
All right, so they won 7 of the last 8 games. And they rolling. So the ballpark is filled up down there, man. Let's talk about some baseball real quick. What's going on with the Guardians?
Well, this is, right on time for us. Got a great farm system. Guys are, developing, starting to, turn into players, and, it's right on time for us. You know how the cycle go around here.
It does. Every this is about our time. It's every what?
Every 4 years.
4 years we in there. So obviously the Indians got a new manager, Stephen Vogt, replaced Terry Francona. So many people believe that the Guardians are better because of the philosophy change. And I think you can say that. But the biggest improvement I see is they're scoring runs and they're not playing contact baseball. They actually swinging for the fences.
They're not playing
You know what I'm saying? We got
analytical ball
at all. And
monster ball.
And so, and in today's league, I mean, you got guys out there bashing 40, 50 home runs. I mean, you gotta have somebody in your line that can at least get you 35, 40. You know what I mean? So
we got the bats going.
Naylor is hitting them. Jose hitting them. He's an MVP candidate. He's killing it.
Got the bats going.
And so I'm inspired. I don't really pitch into baseball really until September when it really get good. But as far as the early part of the summer, man, they definitely balling down at the corner of Carnegie in Ontario.
Need to catch a game. I didn't go to a game last week, but
Gotta go that dollar dog night, man, on Friday. I know you don't eat no dogs, but
it's just the mystique.
Be in the atmosphere. Be in the atmosphere of that, man.
Get the fireworks, get lit after that.
Buy you one and hand it to the guy next to you.
Yeah, I'm good on the glizzies, but enjoy yourself.
But no, I mean,
glizzy night.
They're
that's crazy.
fifth in total runs, 12th in total bat average, and bat averages are down around the league, period. But Stephen Kwan,
everybody swinging for the fences.
Yeah,
though.
Stephen Kwan is up around 380, 390. That's tremendous.
That's him. He the new age. I call him new age Ichiro.
On base percentage is top 10. They're 8th right there, and their slugging percentage is top 10. They're 8th right there. I mean, so they just killing it as a team. So much better than years past with that 2-0 win, 1-0 win, 2-0 loss, where they couldn't even put no runs on the board. And they're doing this without their ace and Shane Bieber. Tristan McKenzie, he got basically Tommy John surgery, so he's still out there gutting it. Galvin Williamson is down in AAA trying to get healthy. He's probably be our number 1 starter when he get back.
Now I'm gonna watch this back and think we speaking Chinese.
No, it's looking good, man. And sky's the limit with this team right now. They looking good.
You got Bo Naylor, Josh Naylor. You got attitude on the squad.
We just,
personality.
we gotta,
Jimenez doing his thing at second base. So yeah, man, I just
it's just gonna come down to who, some guys in them pinstripes.
definitely.
We gotta get over that hump, man.
And not to mention Emmanuel Clauset throwing that gas out of the bullpen in the bottom of the 9th. He leads the Major League Baseball in saves.
Man, that motherfucker got a cannon on his fucking arm.
And honestly, I thought they were not good last year because he had a lot of blown saves last year. I don't know if his mental wasn't right, health was an issue, but he healthy and the mental was straight this year. So then he is doing it. I mean, excuse me. The Guardians
Go Tribe, man.
are doing their thing.
Go Tribe, man. We still say it here. It's okay.
Yep. Indians, Guardians, same thing.
Yeah.
We all understand.
Yeah. No pun intended. No disrespect.
Down at the Jake.
Right.
right. Go way back to that.
Jacobs.
All right, so
Rob got traded to the T-Wolves. I love that though. Oh. Yeah, I like that.
Who?
Rob Dillingham
from Kentucky. I thought he was going to the Spurs. But I guess they
Microwave offense off the bench.
Are you talking about an NBA draft?
Yeah. That's I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I seen that. I sent it to the group chat.
So they already building the deal, and already about 8 picks away from the Cavs at 20 to see what the hell they gonna do. All right, and so that concludes the fast break segment. So we'll just kick off next with the state of the Cavs. So the Cavaliers this week, after firing head coach of the past 4.5 years, J.B. Bickerstaff, he's now on the outside looking in, and the Cavaliers bring in former Nets head coach and most recently Golden State Warriors assistant head coach or associate head coach Kenny Atkinson. I can't say his name right yet.
Coach
Atkinson's here, and
Any relation to the Atkins diet?
I don't know.
Okay.
So to me, I think he's a solid NBA coach, developmental player, develops players very well because when you look at his time in New York there, Brooklyn rather, that was a young Karis LeVert, it was a young Jared Allen. He got the best out of D'Angelo Russell before, the Kyrie and KD experiment blew all that up.
He didn't get a chance to coach them.
No, he didn't. Joe Harris, who was drafted by the Cavs, he turned into a very, very good player under Kenny.
Yep.
So we know that he got the developmental bug.
Motion type of offense he likes to run.
And that's what I'm about to get to. So with this team as presently constructed, let's say, Kobe Altman is 100% on his decision of not wanting to move anybody out of the Big Four lineup. What kind of mojo does he install to get these guys to play at a higher level? Everybody not named Donovan Mitchell. We know Spotty gonna come play. But what the rest of
The other three
gonna do? We know Jared's solid every night, but there's another level.
Yeah, he
at
definitely
25,
can
26 years old, you can tap into some more.
tap into something else.
Jump shot, especially, right?
Yeah. Solid 15, 16 footer.
Being to watch some Horace Grant footage. Show you how it's done.
No, it's definitely good. He definitely gonna have to have that sit down and see in the depths of the soul where your mind and your head at, because a lot of our problems last year was not on the basketball court. Well, in a sense, it wasn't on the basketball court. It was in niggas' heads.
No, for sure.
Cause there's and I expressed that I think last week or 2 weeks ago about the DG shit. Like, bro, nobody ever asked you to take a back seat in a sense. Like, nigga, you're an all-star too. Y'all both can be all-stars. Like, you don't have to be John Stockton, bro.
No, for sure.
Go get a bucket. And then that helter-skelter shit he was doing. Ev showing flashes. It's just something got to click in his head, bro.
Especially down the stretch, though. That's what makes the Ev shit encouraging. The last we seen Ev, it's okay.
But, bro, and like I keep saying, bro, I don't know who you got to go talk to, who you got to train with, bro. It's some of your kid, your motor has to keep going, bro.
No,
it be games where you be you just getting, our favorite word, you just getting cardio in, my nigga. You just on the court running up and down 94 feet just out there. And then, again, J.A., we talked about it. It's 2 years in a row, bro.
Right. First,
that your heart has been tested. Niggas is coming at what's pumping through your veins. It's got to be a come to Jesus moment when he get it. When he sits down with the whole
Kenny
team.
gonna have to sit down. You know what I mean?
He need to do that shit in front of the group.
Yeah.
This has to be a come to Jesus moment with the group. You really gotta see what's in niggas' hearts, bro. This not gonna get it done.
So what you just said made something interesting. So in terms of what kind of player Evan Mobley is night to night, I believe from watching the NBA for so long that's a point guard issue. Setting the table. So you remember most of the times, especially during the LeBron and Kyrie era and Kevin Love era, what was the first play of the game? They dumped the ball to Kevin Love in the post. Get them going. Get them some touches, get them going, because later in the game, finish it.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the later games, I'm gonna need you to, you know what I'm saying, make some shots too, grab some rebounds, hustle and shit like that.
Keep them locked in. Keep
But
them invested in the game.
we know Bron and Kyrie gonna close the game out in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? But we gonna get you started early. That's I don't know if I said this before, but that needs to be something that they need to do as the point guards and shooting guard. Like, let's get these big boys involved early because we know we can get ours late. So that's when he does need to be John Stockton. In the fourth quarter, he can't be loose with the basketball, turning that boy over, giving the other team extra possessions and leak outs and stuff like that. So that's what needs to change about this game.
All these jump passes, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Indecisiveness. Like,
so
come on, bro.
I look at him as a very, very good shooter, but he's unwilling to look at the rim. Like, if I'm Darius Garland, if I'm inside his body, with my mind, I'm shooting the bitch 12 times a game from three.
Yeah.
Minimum. I'm getting 12 of them bitches up.
And then, like,
especially in today's NBA.
And who's gonna say something to him about that?
Because chances are if he's shooting at 12, he gonna make 4 to 5 of them a night.
And to your point, Josh, since Mitch been here, especially this last year, niggas ain't been doing nothing but encourage this nigga to, bro, we need you. Go be you. Like, don't. Nobody has told this nigga to scale it back or anything like that.
I mean, when you look at his numbers is on par. I mean, he's probably a few points per game down.
No.
But it's just the eye test is what he's not passing right now.
My thing is,
You not stepping on nobody's toes.
my thing is,
You the point guard.
does the Kenny Atkinson hire help DG specifically?
Well, here's what you gotta look at, in my opinion, Hobbs, right? So it does, because he's gonna speed up. It's gonna be more possessions, right? If he does a little bit of what the Warriors did with motion, cutting, back cuts, high screen rows, like just getting shooters open off screens.
Yeah.
Then hell yeah.
And another thing.
Then he'll see the floor different.
And another thing to your point about the Golden State Warriors offense, because we spoke about this last year with Evan Mobley. Because Evan Mobley's a good passer, good playmaker. Can he facilitate some shit high key like Draymond?
Like Draymond, yeah, absolutely.
For sure, I would love to see that.
Especially now that, you know, so last year he worked on his shot a little bit from the outside. And in fact, I think he hit a go-ahead three or something like that against a game against a key opponent late last season. So the jump shot is coming around. So I'm okay with him being a facilitator.
Yeah.
And that's some shit that JB just wouldn't get out of his high screen pick and roll shit to let other players be
Part of the offense.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because even when the high-low lobs that him and J.A. would do, that was innovative in a way that, you know, you get the two big boys involved at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So they can be a threat offensively, not just defensive statues. Well, I mean players, excuse me, definitely not statues down here. So yes, that'll help DG. But my thing is, when you look around the Eastern Conference, and you see what all these other teams is doing.
It's the Eastern Conference now?
It's not the Eastern Conference.
No,
Champions over here in the East again, right? It can't be the Eastern Conference no more, right? Fuck Skip Bayless. No. You got to do something to get some more size and athleticism on the wing. And if it's addition by subtraction, then so be it. I get it. You draft these players, and you probably have a personal relationship with these guys, but this is business. And so, if Dan Gilbert is as healthy as they say he is, if you Kobe Altman, the clock is ticking.
Yeah, and like I said a couple episodes ago, like, y'all out of that, we ahead of the schedule in the rebuild era. Like, now it's champions.
It's time.
Once you go get a Donovan Mitchell, then you fire your coach, and then you go get, you know what I mean? You in that championship window now.
Yeah,
it's not championship or bust mentality, but you better be looking good in the second round. You got to go 6-7 games with a chance to go to the conference finals, with a chance to go to the finals. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't. I know injury played a big role in what happened this year, ultimately.
For sure.
Because, you know, all our guns was down. You know, we had no bullets left by the time we got to the Celtics. Especially not the main ones.
Out there shooting a pellet gun.
Shit, man, all we had was a knife by the time we got to the Celtics. So, you play the zombie games, you got a knife, you screwed.
A dog knife. A butter knife.
You know what I mean? So, and so that's what I need to see is if they're interested in changing. Yeah, Kenny Atkinson can definitely help Darius Garland, I think. But Darius Garland got to help Darius Garland, so he got to go do some Kama Sutra. Not Kama Sutra.
Whoa.
All right, watch it.
Whoa. No.
I ain't making.
Misquoted. You Just get his mental together. Get his mental together.
Some hot yoga.
Edit that part out. Get his mental together.
He said some Karma Sutra. No.
I can get him some shrooms. You want some shrooms, DG?
Well, if that's what you want to
get
hang
some
out
shrooms.
here, Aaron Rodgers, I'm quite sure he may got his phone. He can get his phone number.
Get some shrooms, buddy.
No, it's like I said, man. It's got to be a come to Jesus moment, bro. Like for the three of them, because like we said, we know Donnie he gonna go down swinging no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
He got that in him.
And he locked in with us, man.
Bro, as an athlete, I never wanted somebody to challenge my heart like I didn't want it. Like that shit is the ultimate like kick in the face. Like,
nah, bro. I don't think I ever had that experience. Like, nah.
Somebody tell me I don't want it.
Is there a part? Do you think that there's a part of Donovan Mitchell that would be okay if they traded him?
DG?
Yeah.
I don't. Speculation, all speculation. I don't think you would have a problem with it. Cause at some point, bro, I shouldn't have to keep fucking poking you to start your engine, dog.
Right. Yeah, cause as a coach, that gets annoying when it's the kid with potential that you always gotta speak life into. You get to a point where I'm tired of taking on projects. Like,
exactly.
Let me find a guy who won it and let me just build with him.
So, let's say the Cavaliers.
Before you go on to the
okay.
One thing I always say to people that about sports or shit like I tell my sons all the time, I can't want this more than you do.
No, for sure.
That's never gonna work. Cause now you're gonna resent me, cause the way I interact with the way we do things is gonna overwhelm, and you really don't want to do this. So now it's gonna be so if you don't want it more than I do, let's not even do this.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm gonna push you so hard to the point where you don't want to be pushed that hard.
And you already don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
So let's dead it here before it even get to that point.
Right.
So if I want this more than you, there's nothing else we need to be discussing.
No, for sure. That's real.
So
life lessons, people. Life lessons.
let's look at this. Let's say they keep Darius Garland, right? But let's say they're able to. I mean, this is not reported. But let's say they're able to acquire, well, I'm not even going to go all NBA players. Let's say they're able to acquire the likes of a Cam Johnson. And so now you don't have to start Matt Strus at a 3. You got a legitimate 6'8", 6'9" player at the 3. And maybe you keep this intact. How does that look now? Because you need a 3.
I like that way better because now Okoro can go to the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Put Cam at the 3. So we got Karras, Max, and Okoro. I wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving them 5 first rounders for it.
No, I don't think you would have to.
Like
I don't think you would have
No,
to. If I'm
talking
negotiating with the Nets about Cam Johnson, I'm not even considering. I might be able to give somebody off my roster, maybe a first this year in particular. So I'll pick for you right now at 20.
Mm-hmm.
You give me this guy, and I'll give you a second rounder. Next year, the year after, and we good to go.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Because you're not about to fleece us like you did the Knicks for.
Or y'all can have Okoro and we start the Monty Bates project.
I ain't mad at that neither.
And still get Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
All right,
for sure.
Now let's say
that's why I say y'all can have Okoro and that's what we just start the Imani Bates project.
Now let's go big game hunting. If this Darius Garland experiment is not going to work, and we know he got max money, and we know Jared Allen probably owed about another 50 on his deal.
So yeah, we gotta get
something comparable. So we got about 150 million we playing with right now. Maybe 200 million we playing with right now.
Right.
Do you do a sign and trade for Paul George? Do you do a sign and trade for Jimmy Butler? And just go all in?
I'm with Jimmy, cause mindset. I think Jimmy and Donnie would be a perfect fit.
Like I love Paul. Like I love Paul George, but obviously he's on the later half of his career.
So is Jimmy. They both up to 32.
But to John's point about the mentality, Paul George is a laid back guy.
Cali.
Yeah.
Very, very, very Cali out.
I don't want any more of the laid back niggas. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want a dog like Jimmy, so I feel like that would be perfect for this culture.
I wouldn't be mad at Paul George either.
No,
My
me neither,
preference
but
out of
yeah.
them two would be Jimmy Butler.
Indeed.
Just for the mentality alone. I think Paul is a better all-around player than Jimmy. But mentality and what Jimmy could boost, and the guys we was just, of course DG would have to leave because we getting Jimmy. But Ev, J.A.
And what you think about what you got to go through in the East to get to the finals, you got to beat Boston. I feel like Jimmy has that mentality to get us that. Now you been there, did that, right? So that's all I'm saying.
Times.
That's all I'm saying.
If it's
I'm thinking big picture.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I said.
Yeah, I'm thinking big picture.
And so I say that because obviously, you know,
With love, Paul.
we don't know how real this LeBron James thing is. I mean, right, pretty much with JJ Redick being hired, he's pretty much a lot going back to LA. So that's why I didn't even say Bron.
Yeah.
Because that it was maybe a possibility before, but maybe not so much right now.
We got Sam Cassell, maybe.
Right. So that's why I would say Paul or Jimmy. But there's more player that I want to include in this deal because, you know, his name is floating around in many trades. And we know KD not going to Houston. But what if KD came to Cleveland?
Now listen.
I mean, that was the one. We talked about this. That was the one. That was number one.
We know KD ain't going to Houston.
Listen.
KD and Donnie.
Oh, shit.
What would it take?
I
think that money. I don't know what KD's contract is, but I think the money will be close. It might be another player or two, maybe another team that will have to be involved. Let me see what KD's owed. But I mean, this is if you Kobe Altman, you try to keep your job because Dan Gilbert is healthy. Because for weeks. James Borrego was the Cavalier. He's owed $194 million. So it would probably only have to include Darius. Maybe some draft picks too. But that's if things want to do that direction. But what I'm saying is, if you Kobe Altman and Dan Gilbert is healthy, and we know James Borrego was the leader in the class as it relates to getting the Cavaliers open coaching vacancy. As the weeks progressed, people kept saying, oh, don't count on Kenny Atkinson. In fact, Terry Pluto, the Cleveland Plain Dealer, he said, oh, it's for sure going to be Kenny Atkinson. He said that shit last Thursday. 3 days later, Kenny Atkinson is the coach. Then the reports come out, oh, Dan made this call. So, if you Kobe Altman, and the owner back, because for the last 4 years he been running the show. The VP of basketball operations. He's the boss. The owner is the chairman is getting healthy. The chairman's healthy now, and we know what kind of chairman he is.
Iron Fist type
true businessman.
And so
Iron
now,
Fist type dude.
So with this roster, they're like, bruh, because I'll write the check. I have no problem writing the check. I got Steve Ballmer money. But how much? So now it's your job to put some players in position. So going in on a guy like KD.
Listen, bro. If we can do it, I ain't mad at it. I am not mad at it. If we can pull it off.
I'm straight homer, bro. But I want it.
And listen.
I don't see it.
I'm not on pussyfoot.
We was just talking about with the baseball team. Niggas we love swinging for the fences.
Woo. I don't mind a Cam Johnson kind of play. I don't.
No.
If that's the route you want to go. But let's go hunting.
Big game hunting.
But if we go
let's go get a bison.
If we go get Cam.
One that fly, in fact.
Let's get a mammoth.
Shit.
My nigga from the B-Dubs commercials.
Let's go. Let's go get that fucking Yeti.
Go get Bigfoot.
Fuck. We hunt for Tyrannosaurus Rexes now.
But no, if we go get something like a Cam, you gotta keep filling out that roster because Cam ain't gonna turn the needle for us.
No.
Not knocking nobody's socks off.
No.
At all. Nice player. Good thing.
But if we could, like you said, if we go big game fishing, go get Moby Dick. No homo.
That's what's needed.
Go get a Great White.
Hey.
So now Milwaukee and Boston, New York, like, damn. Like, we loaded, but they got that dude?
Now we go do that. That whole we can push that whole Villanova Knicks shit aside. You go ahead and sit that
Well, they
down.
don't have an issue.
You go ahead and sit that down.
But Kevin Durant.
You go ahead and sit that down.
And now you got two guys that just want to hoop. And they can bring in the number 4 right along with them. That's how you do it, young man.
Damn.
But now, okay.
And now technically you don't even need a stretch 4 no more. You got Kevin Durant.
All right, so now, so we don't fall into the Phoenix Suns trap. If that
Back down
work,
to earth.
now we talking. We up here.
There's dialogue.
We up here. We in the stratosphere.
That's what we was going.
Upper echelon.
That's why we got on the spaceship in the first place.
That's what we talking. We don't want to fall into this Phoenix. We need something. Someone that can facilitate that offense.
For sure.
I love Donnie. He can do it. But I would love somebody that is their like role.
Listen, man.
So Donnie can go do what Donnie do.
I was about to say that. This is what I'll say to you.
I love him.
This is what I'll say
He
to you.
could be
But I just want to know if Kenny
Rondo.
gonna give him the reins to do that shit.
We'll see. I wasn't gonna say. I'm thinking him, but I'm saying to
That's
you.
an option.
There's got to be, Chris Paul name is floating. Like there are players out there. I think that can.
You willing to get 40-year-old Chris Paul? Chris Paul's about to be 40.
I mean,
He's the same age as Bron.
What you need him? 25 minutes a game. It's not like he's playing 30. Not till he gets to the playoffs.
And Justo, I'm gonna talk to you like you here. No disrespect. I know that's your man's. I fuck with Chris Paul too. He's made it to. My opinion, should have been to multiple finals, but he's only made it to one because most of the time he can't stay healthy.
No question. And the health is always a concern with
And we've been down this road 2 years in a row.
And if health's always been a concern, it's probably much more of a concern as a 40-year-old.
All right, so this is what's available. I'm not even gonna go big game hunt.
Let's hear it.
So Tyus Jones.
I like Tyus.
I like Tyus too.
All right. Kyle Lowry, he's 45 years old too.
Look, see, it's slim pickings.
Okay, Aaron Holiday.
Drew little brother.
Yeah.
He's like a Peyton Pritchard to me.
Monte Morris.
Not Monte Ellis.
I can roll Monte. I like Tyus more than Monte, but Monte's okay. He's looking a little frisky in that locker room with.
Really, nobody of significance in the point guard free agency this year. Like this is the top 5 that's on this Hype Hoop website according to Hype Hoop. Tyrese Maxey, we know he's not coming to Cleveland.
Hell no.
He's gonna get re-up.
For sure.
James Harden, there is no question he's coming to Cleveland. D'Angelo Russell, because he has a player option with the Lakers this past season. Tyus Jones, and then Russell Westbrook rounds off the top 5 free agent NBA point guards.
Russ and KD back in Cleveland? No, just fuck with y'all. Just fuck with
Please don't. I know that's not gonna work. So I mean, and then you got Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyle Lowry, Jose Alvarado, Pat Bev, and then Chris Dunn rounds off the top 10.
Pat Bev.
Grant, you don't fuck with Grand Theft Alvarado?
I mean, I just don't know if he's a starting NBA point guard. I mean,
Porter. When you get the naming those names, I really want to see what Craig Porter can be because he got some game.
The only one I like out of that really is probably Tyus and Monte.
And did Tyrone? Did they fix his leg, his ankle? Is it back? Is it healthy now?
I think he got something on with the mob or something.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what the fuck going on. Buddy.
So they got 2 point guards on the roster, per se. So this is a huge hypothetical.
I
family.
like Porter though.
This ain't nothing but a fantasy because I don't think Kevin Durant is coming to Cleveland.
No, but
if he did, I think Jimmy Butler is more realistic than Kevin Durant.
for sure.
So
Durant's still trying to live out this fantasy. I don't know.
listen, bro, he ain't getting no ring in Phoenix.
No.
They got good breakfast out there.
Oh yeah, if you're ever in Phoenix, the breakfast is the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, the Breakfast Club. Yep.
Straight fire.
Fire breakfast.
It's over
Gotta
there.
get there.
It's by the arena over there. Up the stairs, up the elevator.
Yeah.
You can eat outside and everything. It's always nice out there.
I was about to say, ain't
Inside
no
or
rain.
outside, it's optional.
Ain't no rain coming for no time soon.
No.
Yeah, no.
Some of the best
Scorching out there around this
Some of
time.
the best breakfast brunch I ever had. So if you're ever around Phoenix, Arizona area, Scottsdale, well, that's too far. Tempe, that's too far too. If you're in Phoenix, go to Breakfast Club.
Right by the arena.
Right by America West or
Right there.
Footprint, wherever they call it now. That's how old I am, America West Arena. But that would be bad to the bone if the Cavs got Kevin Durant. All right. So this actually should have been a starting five. So we'll
Fast break.
Fast break. So we'll go to thoughts on real quick. Thoughts on JJ Redick being named Lakers coach.
Big name.
Storylines. Hollywood shit. What LeBron wanted.
Thoughts on a
Very
coach
handsome gentleman.
on hiring a former player who's never been a coach.
Steve Nash.
How'd that work out? Did he have a couple of great players?
3.
Yeah. Hall of Famers?
Potential.
That didn't work out.
I think this might work.
I feel he's gonna be better than Steve Nash. I'm just talking shit. I think he's gonna be better than Steve Nash. Like I said, but they have a roster problem.
As do the other 31 teams that didn't win the championship.
Not as much as them.
Yeah, they got some holes.
And my thing is right. So he the coach now. Roster problem, right? Does going to get Bronny James and the circus of that help this team?
It's gonna be a circus regardless. It's the LA Lakers.
No.
LA Lakers.
Here.
Just like the Cowboys.
Okay, what's the Lakers' problem right now? Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
That's their problem. They can't beat him for some reason or another. And obviously not Jamal Murray. They got a leg up on the Lakers.
But they 11-1 against them in their last 12 games.
Exactly. That's the Lakers' problem. So you have to determine if you're Rob Pelinka. Do I need a big?
Yes, because you need to put AD back at the 4. That's how you won your championship.
Period. Point blank.
You won your championship with him playing his God-given ability. He was born to play power 4. He can play 5 in stretches. He shouldn't be your starting 5.
Exactly. This is what I want to see if JJ Redick has enough balls to do. I want JJ Redick to be Paul Silas. LeBron, you off the ball. Move. We gonna go get a point guard because D'Angelo Russell is not the typical point guard. He's a scoring guard.
He's a 2.
You know what I'm saying, right?
Combo, yeah.
Combo guard. We gonna try to go out here maybe, I don't know, get a 40-year-old. I don't know.
They've been. I seen talks about him going to
you know what I'm
the
saying?
Lakers.
Because the basketball IQ was high.
Of course.
So if you got Chris Paul, you can definitely take LeBron off the ball.
Of course.
Now, do the old man want to move around and come off screens and do lobs and back cut? He probably do. I don't think he probably have a problem with that.
You want a ring?
Yeah, I'm quite sure he do.
We need to talk.
You want to put that stamp with that exclamation on that legacy?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure if he's still playing now, I'm sure that's a motivation in.
And so if the defense like, oh fuck, he's off the ball, now we got to make sure we watching him, that opens up the floor for other players. So I want to see if JJ Redick got enough cojones to say, listen, we're going to move you off the ball. We're not going to run this high screen roll. I mean, we can run it. Don't get me wrong.
It's going to be a part of the offense. It's not going to be our offense.
But it's not going to be what we do.
Yeah, I would love that.
70%
I would love that.
Because I think At 40, we obviously we know he's good. We gotta see how good he's gonna be next year. I mean, he's gonna be turning 40 this year.
Sheesh.
That's crazy, right? So we gotta see how much gas is in the tank, right?
22 years.
That's a lot of basketball, right? That's what I want to see. That's my thoughts on him. Is can he adjust what they've been doing, and then can Rob Pelinka do something with that roster? Because they're not gonna get a Lakers shit. So when we talk about trades and things like that, they're gonna get fleeced by somebody if they want to make something happen. They ain't getting Donovan Mitchell. They can kill that pipe dream. And they don't have nobody we want for Darius Garland, so they can kill that pipe dream too.
Yeah, that would be great for them though.
It would be.
DG,
but they ain't getting him because the Lakers
they don't have nothing to give.
I mean,
us that we want.
Nah, not really.
Without giving up their core, you know what I mean?
I don't see a possible.
But you want Rudy Hachimura?
Again, unless a third team gets involved and the Cavaliers can, squeeze out something that way, or 4 teams, or however many fucking teams you need to get involved in that deal. But I just think that JJ Redick gotta have some cojones and change what they do offensively, and they need a 5, and then maybe Lakers would be cool. Thoughts on Klay Thompson?
So who
Oh, you still? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was trying to think.
I got the thoughts on too.
Who would be your candidates?
At the 5. Mm-hmm. So, off the top of the head, what's his name down here in New Orleans?
Vasily Lomachenko?
No.
Valanciunas.
That's my first
Same
choice.
thing.
Isaiah Hartenstein is a
Stein.
unrestricted free agent as well.
Right, because AD want to play. He don't want to play the 5. Want to play the 4.
Right.
If they want to do a 3-way deal and try to get Jared Allen. That'd be my top 3 for them. Obviously, they got to make a move for Jared Allen. The other 2 guys are free agents. Well, hold on. Is Valanciunas a free agent?
I don't think the Cavs no trading partner for him.
Valanciunas. I can spell his first name. He is
Travis
under
Kelce.
contract. He looks like Travis Kelce a little bit, don't he?
Doppelganger.
The Lakers are on the clock.
Did the Cavs pick yet? No.
No, they got the Lakers. He's cheap too. $15 million a year.
Cheap suit.
So, this is his last year under his contract. 23, 24. Oh, so he's a free agent.
Could work.
He's a free agent. So 2 guys, Hartenstein and Valanciunas will be free agents. Jared Allen will be a trade. If the Lakers want to go that way. And Nick Claxton's already signed, so they can't get him. I mean, it doesn't make the Lakers, but again, it doesn't make them faster. But it gives them somebody, not AD, don't have to guard Jokic, because that's a nightmare for him.
And he can play off the ball.
He can
help.
He can be Ed Reed and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He can play center field.
Kenny Lofton. Or King Richards, like
Those my guys.
Can't go wrong with either one.
one of the names, he wasn't too bad either.
That's 1-2 for me right there.
Yeah, no.
Kenny and the Kings.
Man, played the same era.
Kenny,
So
Kenny.
So the one and the 5 is the Lakers. That's their issue.
And I mean, you got a lot of money sitting on that bench too that ain't played last year.
A lot of street clothes.
Yeah.
So, all right, fuck the Lakers right now.
You said something about Clay.
I did.
I had some shit to say too about Golden State.
So thoughts on so we know that Klay Thompson has got a lot of ego, and a lot of pride. And I think Klay Thompson believes he's still a max
I used to
player.
that nigga in them comments.
I think Klay Thompson believes he's still a max player, but the eyes don't say so.
212. Think you get 212?
I'm probably
Thoughts on the Golden State Warriors and Klay Thompson relationship moving forward?
It's fractured. And he already started playing IG games.
I hate the IG games. I'm too old for that shit, man.
And he also stated I don't know. It might be just for Golden State so he can stay there, but he's already said he'll take less.
Okay. So the Eagles running down the river.
I did it, bro. You had a bad year. You played better coming off the injury than you played this year.
This past season, yeah.
True indeed. Would you take him in Cleveland?
Certainly. I won't even bat an eye.
Yeah, he's still knocked out shooter.
Yeah.
I mean,
And he fits a role that we desperately need.
Yeah, somebody's eyes got to be on him,
Mm-hmm.
which means somebody's eyes ain't on 45.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
But that was my question about the Golden State Cleveland connection. That we got Kenny like, is there any moves to be made where we going to get somebody over
Well, he's a
that
free
way?
agent, so
He a free agent, so if he
Whatever the fuck
want
he
to
want.
he could. Hell, he might go to LA. His dad played down there. Maybe he want to do his bon voyage down there. But I think they're going to probably go all in. And speaking of Atkinson, the way Kuminga developed,
That was
you got to
last
give him
about
some credit.
Kuminga.
So I would
So
probably
I don't
say
think Golden State gonna let go of him.
no. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
that's why.
speak so highly of him.
That's why I think Andrew Wiggins is probably going to be
Yeah,
available.
I agree.
That's like I say, if the Cavs not going sexy, I like KD, Jimmy Butler. I'm not calling him sexy. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying in terms of how
The
they
move,
fitting with the
the
players.
move,
Yeah.
Relax.
Paul George, Michael Porter Jr. to a lesser degree, Andrew Wiggins, Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith would be on my list. He can probably be dirt cheap.
Yeah, very.
And we need somebody with some tenacity.
No, I'm definitely all in on the tenacity.
I'm all on. Listen,
I'm
with
all
this
over
team,
the
bro, I'm
tenacity.
all on mindset and personality, bro. Because the way they've been playing these last couple of years, like, bro, y'all really like right there that y'all don't even know it. It's just y'all
Man,
fucking
that's-
mindset is just
They are right there.
like, bro. We was one of the only teams in the East that gave Boston fits.
No, for sure.
Yep. With our two small guards. Because they had no. Listen, that's why it baffles me when it doesn't baffle me, but all the regard that Luka gets, and they found a way to slow him down. They had no answer for they have yet to find an answer for Donovan Mitchell with Drew Holiday, with Jason Tatum, with Jaylen Brown, with Derek Green, with Marcus Smart,
And,
all them motherfuckers.
and on the other end, both when DG want to click the fuck in, they'll play defense.
Yeah.
It ain't Drew Holiday standard, but they're trying, and that's why I always say, bro, defense is about effort.
That's all it is.
And that's what we're saying about the Steph Curry versus the Luka
Yeah.
Doncic shit.
Steph Curry, he can't stay in front of everybody, but he'll attempt.
He'll
And
play.
He
he's
ain't a
quick.
fucking
He's
turnstile.
quick. You know what I mean? So he gonna use his advantages to just give a look.
Bro, he ain't a fucking
Luka not trying to
turnstile
do
like
shit.
Luka.
I'm just trying to force you to the help. Where the help at, bro? Okay, there. I'm forcing you right to Draymond. God damn it. He gonna fire elbow you, he get nuts. He gonna do something crazy to you. Step on your chest, all that shit.
Step on your chest.
But yeah, like
Right?
If we just
That's true.
I'm all about mindset, bro. With this team, bro, it's just
This is what we need. Like, I feel like moving forward, this is what we need.
mindset. That should be plastered all over everywhere. Cleveland Cavaliers. Mindset.
We need to go
man.
redecorate.
Mindset, bro.
So yeah, Klay Thompson, unrestricted free agent.
Been
Long run out there.
Been there, done that.
Long run. And, all good things come to an end. So we'll see. But if Klay wanted to come to Cleveland and come to Rocket Mortgage, he probably get booed at first, but they'll start cheering him eventually.
Oh, I got a question. I got a thoughts on.
And I can rock a Cleveland Clay jersey, so get a 50 ball off
50
my
off your
back.
Right.
This is a little joke.
Yeah,
But,
if you know, you know.
Thoughts on the Bahama team, getting a medal this year with Klay Thompson and DeAndre Ayton down there.
Oh, they playing for the Jamaican team?
Yeah, they
Playing
down
for
there
Bahamas.
looking cheap.
For the Bahamas?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
they down there looking buns, bro.
Did they qualify for the Olympics yet?
They had to. I don't know because I don't think they started
Oh,
qualifying.
they have it. So hold on. So it's Klay Thompson and who?
DeAndre Ayton and who else was on that team? It's a couple more NBA guys down there.
I forgot.
Bahamas
man. I
basketball
think I had
team.
sent that to the group chat though. That shit was funny. And you know the Klay Thompson comments was going nuts. Shit had me weak.
Hold on, what we got here? Players.
Plurs.
Not with these guys?
He said not with these guys.
They don't even have their pictures up. They don't even know who are these guys. Leslie St. Fleur, Marcel Joseph.
He said,
oh, wait a minute. That's football team. I'm sorry. That's bad.
And they're
That's their
looking
soccer
at the 7-on-7
team.
football.
That's their soccer team.
See, who are these guys?
All right, here we go. My bad. No disrespect.
Yeah, DeAndre Ayton. I don't know who Dominic Bridgewater is. Franco Miller, AJ
That's
Storr,
Teddy little cousin.
Rashad Davis.
That's Teddy little cousin. John.
Travis Munnings, Buddy Hield. That's who the other
Buddy
one.
Hield.
Was.
Buddy Hill, yeah.
Buddy Hield, VJ,
Buddy
Eric,
Love.
Eric Gordon.
Eric
Yeah, Eric
Gordon,
Gordon down there. Yep.
Isaiah Mobley. Clay ain't even on this picture.
Okay, so we got a couple NBA guys. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna beat Dream Team 4, 5, 6, whatever incarnation of this Dream Team it is. That's interesting. Very interesting. Oh, that kid Kai Jones that played for the Clippers. He's an NBA player too.
Oh yeah, I see him down there at the bottom.
They got a couple of Akron Zips. Gavin Clark and Sammy Hunter. Bowling Green. So, okay, alright. I don't know if they're gonna qualify, bro, but we'll see. They ain't winning gold, is they?
I said a medal. I said a medal.
You get a medal, get a bronze medal.
No, they gonna get that. They gonna get that ribbon. They gonna get that ribbon, John.
Just to show you how ignorant I am, I didn't know the Bahamas
That
had a
yellow
national
ribbon.
team.
I didn't either until I sent that shit to the group.
I mean, I know they do, you know, track and field events and things like that.
I know
for
they
their country.
track and field, soccer. I know they did.
They got a bobsledding team.
That would be Jamaica. If you talk about cool runnings.
Great
But,
movie. Great
nah,
movie.
but that's crazy. That's good to know. Because I know they had a team.
Isaiah said, "Fuck this. I'm about to go hoop somewhere."
Right.
Say JB won't play.
You know what I'm about to say? JB won't let me get off this bench.
Alright, what we got? Alright, they got other thoughts on?
No, that was my joke of the day. Lighthearted thoughts on.
No, I was gonna say some shit about Kuminga, but you already touched on it. I seen him out in Paris Fashion Week with some of the Browns players and shit. So you know,
Yeah, they're kicking
whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're kicking it hard.
No,
as
for
fuck.
sure. Out there living it up. Fucking Lamar Jackson out there kicking it with Wimby and shit. It's up. The stars out in Paris, man.
Giving them some pointers.
Here's how they gonna come at you.
I mean, it's the summertime. I mean, guys enjoying their little bit of time they got off. They report to camp in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, and
Mini
NFL
camp.
training camp starting in about 2-3 weeks.
You know what I mean? So
Revving it up.
they got to get that kick it in before it's time to get back to work.
Putting on them weird, expensive ass outfits and shit.
So
you know how that go.
thoughts on speaking of football. So thoughts
that shit
on
be like, bruh,
on Ayuk.
I
And
don't
his,
get it.
and his situation out there with the Niners. People talking about he going to Philly. I mean Pittsburgh. The Browns have been
You
mentioned.
didn't heard it all, bro. None of that shit
Man,
makes any sense.
he's a top notch receiver, man. They can't be letting him go.
And then now he playing IG games and shit too now on this Klay Thompson shit.
He
So.
unfollowed the Niners.
Yeah,
What is the unfollowing? What is that?
it's the
indicate?
new age thing, bro. When you unfollow your current team, wipe your Instagram, all your girl pictures, or you get the girl wipe her dude pictures, letting everybody know, I'm single type shit. It's the game.
You ever unfollow the Steel Company page?
Never follow it.
And what?
Nah,
You ever unfollow ACN's page?
No. I don't have a reason to. Nobody did that told me over there.
I have no messages to send.
It's just the way the world nowadays. But yeah, that IU thing is
Great player, man. By the way, but
I don't know what's the kid name they drafted. I can't think of his name. But
Ricky Parcell.
yeah, from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's solid. He's a slot guy though for me. Like
He's
that's
a route runner.
He's Ayuk is your stud on the outside. Like
He's your number one receiver to me.
I mean, clearly.
I don't know, man.
Debo is a playmaker. You know what I mean? Gadget guy. I mean, I like the versatility they have in their receiver room. Like, you got Debo, the playmaker, the yak guy. You got Ayuk, your true number one to me. You got Kittle. I like Ricky. He your route runner, your slot guy, like John said. Like,
And then I don't think Jennings there no more, but Jennings was solid.
yeah, so.
Shit was damn near about to win Super Bowl MVP. Brock Purdy can get a block from Chris Jones, 6, but
So there's a
speak on
report
that another day.
with CBS News that says Ayuk 49ers had a good meeting and are not entertaining the trade. That was 6 hours ago when that news came out. So,
Yeah, no, my whole thing with the Browns,
So,
my
it's a
whole thing
possibility
with the
you
Browns
could
thing
be
is
back.
like, why would they want Amari Cooper over Ayuk? Ayuk's the younger player.
yeah, by like
That don't make sense. And
5,
then
6
the
years.
whole Pittsburgh Steelers thing, like, what they gonna give up to get him? That the 49ers want or need.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not giving up TJ.
No.
See, and people call me crazy, but I'll be like, bro, what else? See, the
Yeah,
TJ
like
or
like
me.
if I'm putting this great player out there,
It's either TJ or me.
Yeah,
What are we
it's
talking
like-
about? I'm not coming over here to get.
I'm not,
Alex Highsmith is a great player, but you look great with number 90s on the other side.
no, for sure. A lot of gravity over there.
It's the difference when you start to get triple teamed.
Don't look the same, do it.
Speaking of Mark Cooper, Colt, I'm trying to get paid this year.
As he should. I mean, he got traded here. He bought out. He had 2 of his greatest career years. He deserved the money.
My thing is, like, this really should have been nipped in the bud probably a year or 2 ago. They probably should have extended him when they traded for him. And, you know, I get the odyssey that the
Did
NFL...
y'all trade for him after or before Deshaun?
It was right after. No, it was before.
It was before.
It was before, because Baker's still...
And the Deshaun thing was carrying on. Yeah, that was before Deshaun.
But my thing is, like, you know, and
I
I
think if y'all could have pulled that off with Deshaun, then.
well, that would probably be a huge question, but I mean, they didn't move some money around these past couple of years and get certain guys signed, so they could have done something. And then when you look at your receiver room and you really haven't drafted well, to be honest, and then you got a very, very consistent player. I know he's 30. I mean, he's not 40.
That's
But for the type of player that he is, which is
if you take care, we seen that if you take care of yourself, you can play along.
you know what I'm saying? And he's a route runner. He's not a
Especially-
he's not a speedster. He's a route runner.
Especially at receiver. And we seen his speed diminish over the years, but him still being able to be effective and be able to get open.
Yeah.
And like I said, he's coming off 2 of his best statistical seasons. Like, he's trending in the right direction.
So that baffles me that they're even in this position. With this
And
particular player.
he's very quarterback friendly. You've seen him get along with the array of quarterbacks we had.
all 5 of them last year. He proceeds for it. Admirable.
Even in that 49er game, PJ would just drop back and throw that bitch up the fucking
He
Amari.
sure did. And he made some unbelievable catches that game. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't.
Who would y'all be willing to pay him?
I mean,
They
they fucked up because Cal really got what? 20, 25, 26 a year?
I'll pay him 25. I feel like he deserves 25.
So he will have to be in that stratosphere. Now, obviously,
y'all think $5 million to do it because he already getting 20 a year.
it's going to have to probably be about 20, anywhere from 26 to 28 million a year. Now, the question is how long? Or is it all upfront guaranteed money?
The way the landscape looking, I don't think he'll be asking for that type of demand like the other guys are getting, like the JJs and Devontae took a That was a great deal.
Yeah. I think he'd be happy with something like that.
But this just in, live from here.
Cavs pick in.
Cavs pick in. They pick up
Picks in.
Jalen Tyson out of the
Tyson,
University of
little
California.
We had to do a little research.
Little 6'7" guard, 210 pounds. Averaged 19 points per game last year for the California Bearcats.
You know who else will play for the Bearcats?
Golden Bears,
Finals
not
MVP.
Bearcats.
Golden Bears, you know.
Bears. Who, Jalen Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finals MVP.
6'7".
Yeah. So the Cavs got somebody with size. He shoots the three at 36% in the college game. 46% shooter overall. He can go left. He can go right.
Takes advantage of his matchups down low.
Little post game. Moves off the basketball very well. So the Cavaliers obviously did their homework on this player. Drafting with the 20th pick this year. Looks like they got a stud.
He look like kind of dude off Coach Carter.
He looks tenacious.
Tito, what's his name?
Cruz.
Tito Cruz.
I'm liking what I'm seeing. So I guess the question is, do they keep this pick, or is he moved in a future deal for I don't know, KD, Hippie Butler? We talked about it earlier. So Paul George, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. But
Hemi Butler.
what I've seen, what we just watched and heard, he looks like a player, man.
I like what I see, man.
It's something we haven't drafted in a while.
I mean, just watching a little bit of film that I just watched.
We definitely drafted Isaac Okoro off straight potential.
Straight potential. I'm watching pull-up middies. His game around the basket is very good.
Game.
He know how to draw contact.
Would you say that be experience in college basketball?
He's coming out as a junior. So defense in the post,
solid defender,
know how to move his feet. I'm just looking at him as how does he fit in with this ball club? Obviously somebody that's looking to shoot it, get to the basket aggressively. But there's an offensive package here. Like when I watched Isaac Okoro film coming out of Auburn, it was
straight
all
athleticism.
transition.
Yeah, straight
just
athleticism.
Mm-hmm. This guy, he's going up matchups, low post, off screens, moving without the basketball, hand down, man down, shooting threes. Like they got him in high screens where he always to the cup with it. He looks like an NBA player. Now, question is, will he fit? That's the next thing. Mindset, things of that nature. Pull ups off the dribble. He doing it all.
We can use a guy to get off the ball that can do all that.
I'm telling you, man, they going to him 30 feet away from the basket. This is what he does here. Dribble, around the pick. Oh, always to the cut. Yeah. So, looks like the Cavs got somebody that they can use immediately. And he's got an NBA body right now at 6'7", 210 pounds, so he can go down there and get it done. My question is, what is the motor like? What is the tenacity like? He throwing the hammer down. Also, Carr gonna like that. So
he throws the hammer down.
So, I mean, what I'm saying? Last second half course. Like
J-Train down the lane?
Like he's their player. They're going to him.
I like it.
J-Train down the lane? Straight down Carnegie?
I mean, this is something I can get excited for. JH. I mean, I'm optimistic.
Listen, I like it. I like it, motherfucker, that can fill it up in the basket, because we became anemic some games at doing that.
You need somebody that can go downhill, and I ain't talking about all the herky jerky up. I pull you back, set you back up. No. I'm talking about I'm going straight to the basket.
Going to the cup.
Either I'm getting to the basket or you're gonna foul me. That's what I'm talking about. And
somebody that's not trying to make a
right.
one highlight.
And I'm trying, and as I say, I'm comparing him to Karis LeVert. LeVert will dribble goddamn 24 seconds off that shot clock before he get a shot off, and then shoot some down, fade away, twirl around. No. This kid's getting to the basket. He ain't playing with you. He getting to the basket. So definitely, so when after you watch Jalen Tyson's highlights on YouTube, and see if you and get in the comments and see if you see the same thing I see. I'm no NBA scout, but I like the dude got some game.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a chance.
No, Listen, man, we looked anemic at points in the season.
You
Shit,
said
in the playoffs.
What was his? You said he was 6'6".
6'7".
6'6",
One
6'7".
ESPN got him at 6'6". Basketball Reference got him at 6'7".
Right.
ESPN had him at 205. Basketball Reference got him at 210. I'm gonna go with Basketball Reference measurables. 'Cause they better.
Man,
But the
5 pounds,
Cavs
1 inch,
drafted
whatever.
somebody over 6'5" is phenomenal.
For sure.
Because typically all we do is get 6'5" and under. That's her name is LeBron James.
Get a log in. We drafted Shagana Job.
He did.
Outlier.
In the lottery.
Outlier.
They did draft the Ghana job. And you see why I hate that blue seat era?
Huh?
You see why I hate that blue seat era? That's probably the only era of Cavs basketball that I didn't indulge in. Like after Sean Kemp was gone. Speaking of Sean Kemp, so Sean Kemp was on all the sports. I gotta go back and watch that.
He was.
He had some of the
Great
best
segue.
stories.
Great segue.
He had some of the best stories I've ever heard. And so
All the smoke.
courtesy, I'm gonna have to, and I don't even watch that pod that much or listen to the pod. I did in the beginning, but I got off the train here. But I guess Kwame Brown kind of had me thinking something else. Where they had that whole beat going back and forth. But I didn't watch. But I mean, they got some good interviews I'm about to catch up on. But Sean Kemp, NBA legend, said he was dunking on NBA players in the 8th grade. Go watch it. Had a great story about Jordan. He said that we had that motherfucker locked up. It was that guy Dennis Rodman that beat us.
So you saying he needed help?
A lot of it. He said if Jim McElvain would have not got in Dennis Rodman's web, he said, I need motherfucking rebound. I got Yeah, Jordan needed help. A lot of it.
Listen.
And the worm was big help.
Listen. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Big worm.
I mean, I'm just saying.
He came over there with 2 rings already.
Big worm. Championship pedigree.
Imagine adding a person to the team for the team that was your arch nemesis.
And him and Admiral almost went to the finals.
Sure did. Yeah.
They just couldn't beat the Dream.
Yeah. Nobody could back then.
So it wasn't like he came over there and y'all made Dennis Rodman better.
No, they didn't. But back to Sean Kemp, 6'9", 6'10", Rain Man, straight out of high school, drafted to Seattle Supersonics, now the OKC Thunder, so that's why all his records is held at with that franchise. 6-time NBA All-Star.
1 here in Cleveland. Yeah, 1 year. He had a couple teams.
And he was an All-Star selection, a fan
Yeah,
voted with the Cavaliers. I mean, he only had 2 years here in Cleveland.
Cup of tea.
I mean, when he was here, he was the Rain Man. If he had a lockout in '98, he came back the Donut Man. He was not the same Sean Kemp by any measure.
There's some great donut shops here in Cleveland back then.
But what so shout out to Mookie the barber. He cut Sean Kemp's hair. When I was getting my hair cut by Mookie when I had hair.
Shout out to Mookie.
He told me a lot of stories about him. Said Sean was a real cool dude. And I can tell from watching that, listening to that, a little bit of that pod. But Jack and Matt Barnes asked him a question, about, I'm paraphrasing. What do you wish had happened in your career? He said never stop playing with Gary Payton. He said because I can go out there and in the first half and Gary come to me like, look, motherfucker, get your shit together, man. I don't care if it's Tim Duncan, dunk on that fool. And he said the relationship that him and Gary had, like they talked to each other crazy, but they were good friends in spite of it, and they got each other going every night because they were them 2 tenacious players.
That sounds good.
So GP, what I'm saying, he said if GP slumping, hey motherfucker, get your shit together, and they get it going, and they was high flying. And he said another thing that he missed about being in the league is the locker room. He said, just guys, hanging around playing spades, just doing what teammates do. Before and after games, man. But it looked like a great interview, man. I don't think I'm gonna have to watch, man. Y'all gotta find who Sean Kemp is.
Oh, shout out to Sean.
But that was definitely one of the better interviews I've seen on All the Smoke for sure.
Last time I seen Sean Kemp, he was in that commercial with Shaq when they was bringing their Reeboks back.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, listen, man. There's no hate towards Mike, man. We just
bringing context.
Equal justice.
It'd be a one-sided story being told.
But that's what he said, man. He said we had that motherfucker locked up. He said it was that goddamn Dennis Rodman that beat us.
I wonder what Mike got to say.
What did Stack say?
I don't remember what his reaction was.
That's why I want to watch it, just to see it. Because he wanted to know.
But look, but you got somebody that was in between the lines that played against him, and
but a lot of them guys be the same ones that I be coming over here talking about. I was talking about we fear, man. Listen here, dog. Yeah, he might. Okay, he look opposing, but I'm not. He's not gonna kill me.
Nah.
You gonna wake up the next day.
And if you really notice it too, man, a lot of the times. And this was publicized pretty recently here in the '93 Eastern Conference Finals. The Bulls went down 2-0 against the New York Knicks. You can go back and watch it. John Starks was killing them in the beginning because New York finally had the #1 seed. They got home court advantage. That was like one of the first runs that the Bulls had where they didn't have home court advantage throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs. And Game 3 comes up. Jordan's having a miserable game. Who saves him? Scottie Pippen from going down 3-0 against the Knicks. Jordan comes out in Game 4, scores 46, whatever it was. The rest
everybody forget what happened in Game 3.
But if Scottie didn't come to play, because remember, allegedly Jordan didn't need no teammates.
It was him.
It was just him all by himself, right? But Scottie again saved the day in that conference finals, and they go on to win the championship against the Suns in 6 games, where John Paxson wins that. Anyway.
So Jordan didn't hit the game with it?
No. Jim Paxson, they couldn't stop him in the fourth quarter, Phoenix. But anyway, Jordan, he had teammates. And,
like all the greats do.
And he's not 6-0.
Shout out to Shaq.
He's 6 for 15. He's 6 for 15 because he played 15 years.
Shout out to Shaq because he always shouting his guys out.
Right. So I'm just saying.
And Bron.
But 6 and 15 is better than 4 and 22 or 4 and 20. I get it.
But hold on. How many times has LeBron went?
9. So that's something else we want to talk about, right? So Stephen A. Smith was on first 10 times, right? Stephen A. Smith was on First Take.
He's more relevant.
And they were talking about some relevancy as it related to
the best NBA franchise between Boston and LA.
In LA. And so he said, yeah, Boston does have more championships than the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes, they do. But the Lakers went to the NBA Finals 32 times. So in terms of relevancy, they're the best team of all time. So let's take that same argument when we're talking about LeBron versus Michael Jordan. If we're talking about relevancy, well then, LeBron's greater because
he won 8 straight times.
He won 8 straight times and 10 times in his career.
And somebody had to go fly to the Hamptons to stop it. But we digress, man.
Who flew to the Hamptons?
The nigga that's coming to Cleveland to right his wrong.
Them light-skinned boys.
Hey, you heard it here first, man.
There will be a
Which one?
Because
they was all there. You gotta pick one. Which one?
There will
hey,
be.
We'll leave it up. We'll leave it up with that 2 foot of imagination.
There will be a former Warrior on this roster. Mark my words. But look, so we talk about relevancy, which Stephen A. did so eloquently, and it was not blasphemous, and it didn't stretch the imagination,
or asinine,
or anything like that, right? Don't do it good, Stephen A. Good. All right. So look. So we talk about relevancy. Then yeah, 10 10 is more than 6.
I don't know what type of math y'all doing over there.
What's Taraji P said? The math ain't mathing?
I know they got new math out there.
They got new math.
They got new math.
They do it totally different. So maybe they
got
new math.
I don't know if 6. I guess 6 do make more than 10.
But it's 100% of 6 and O. It's not 4 and 6. So it's above 500 rather than below.
But the Lakers is 17 and 32.
That's below
17.
500.
I mean, no, 32. So they be they above 500.
They're above 500. Well, slightly above 500.
Yeah, they right there.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I don't know, man. I just wanted to say that that story made a lot of sense because it does like kill his opinion on that story, because when he brought that relevancy into it, it just changed everything. I'm surprised Shannon didn't check him on that.
I don't think Shannon was there that day.
He wasn't there that day? Must have been
I think it was
Dan Orlowski.
No,
Perk ain't get on him?
it was Perk and somebody else up there with him.
Oh, percolator?
You know, Perk ain't part of the squad no more. But, you know, he said Brown was trying to steal somebody's shine during the NBA Finals.
Speaking
Before the finals even started.
Yeah, I that was crazy. We talked about that a little bit. But yeah, so
And then they had a 35-40 minute segment on how he's stealing somebody's shine, but y'all talking about him. But I digress and keep going.
You go back in the archive. You ain't gotta go too far. Couple episodes.
We'll go ahead.
I mean, imagine when they can't talk about him no more.
I keep saying that in every comment. I'm like, y'all,
It's gonna be a recession.
the reaching they do, it's gonna be so crazy. Y'all gotta find something else to do.
It's very interesting to listen to those shows. I don't even watch them that much. I watch clips because I can't take it. And
I believe in what's that.
I don't watch full shows no more.
like I listen to more sports radio than I do. I need to start listening to more podcasts. I need to add that into my repertoire. But yeah, man. But like I can't get jiggy with none of that shit at all. So we got anything else before we get out of here? So it's a light week in sports. It's summertime. You know what I'm saying?
Draft is cakes.
And then, we got two. Since we're taking the Grammy on the behalf, we got 2 less points of views that we can feed off of. So this might be our shortest show ever.
I'm looking forward to hearing Justo's POV on
Them getting fleeced.
Yes.
They didn't get fleeced. They fleeced the
fleeced the
Knicks.
Knicks.
Oh yeah.
And we still got to get Dom's take on Kyrie in the finals. I want to hear that.
Yeah.
So if you tune in next week, we're going to hear from our resident net. Our resident net.
He a Nick.
He's not a Knicks fan, he a net fan. And we got to hear.
They are in Brooklyn tonight too.
They are. And I got to hear Dom's points of view on Kyrie in the finals.
Oh yeah, me and Dom gotta
yeah.
get into it. Because I still think Jason Tatum was robbed for that MVP, but I digress.
We'll be back.
And NBA, it's 2 years in a row.
Go too.
2 years. Well, here's my disclaimer. 2 years in a row, I did not watch your final product. Sorry, not sorry. Listen, y'all, you've been tuned into the Starting Five. Remember, you can find our podcast wherever you get podcasts. That'd be Apple and Spotify. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're Starting Five, y'all. We out.
Go Bucks.